There are 3 simple movements you can do right on your bedroom floor in under 10 minutes that quietly change how your body responds during intimate moments with your partner, and almost nobody over 50 has ever been shown all 3 together, done correctly, in the right order. None of this involves pills, none of it involves expensive supplements, and none of it requires an hour at the gym. Each movement targets a different piece of the puzzle: blood flow, deep pelvic strength, and hip mobility for stamina. And together they build something that no single quick fix ever can: real, lasting, physical confidence. Today we're breaking down all 3, one at a time, covering exactly how to set each one up, how many reps, how often, the precise timing that makes them effective, and the small form mistakes that quietly cancel out your effort without you even realizing it. Stay with this video to the end, because the third exercise is the one almost no one has ever heard of, and skipping it means missing the piece that ties the other 2 together and makes the whole routine actually work. Before we begin, tell me 2 things in the comments. Where are you watching from? The UK, USA, Canada, Australia, or somewhere else? And how old are you? I read every single comment, and I genuinely want to know who's in this room with me today. Let's start with the first movement: the bridge hold, which targets blood flow to the pelvic region more directly than almost any other floor exercise you can do without equipment. Lie flat on your back on the bedroom floor or a firm mat, knees bent, feet planted flat, and positioned hip-width apart. Your heels should sit close enough to your body that your fingertips just brush them when your arms rest naturally at your sides, palms facing down for stability. Take a breath in. Then as you exhale, press firmly through your heels and lift your hips upward, squeezing your glutes and pelvic floor muscles together as you rise. This lift should take a full 3 seconds, not a quick pop upward, but a slow, controlled rise. At the top, your body should form one continuous straight line running from your shoulders down through your hips to your knees, with your ribs staying tucked rather than flaring outward. Hold this top position for 5 full seconds, keeping the squeeze in your glutes and pelvic floor engaged the entire time, because this hold is genuinely where the circulation benefit builds, not during the rise or the lowering. Then lower back down slowly over 3 seconds, resting for 2 seconds at the bottom with your hips just barely touching the floor before starting your next rep. Complete 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting 60 seconds between each set, ideally first thing in the morning, before your day gets busy, or in the evening about an hour before bed. The most common mistake here is overarching your lower back at the top instead of keeping that straight line. This shifts effort away from your glutes and pelvic floor and places unnecessary strain on your spine instead. A second, quieter mistake is letting your knees splay outward during the lift instead of keeping them stacked directly over your ankles, which reduces how effectively the movement engages your inner thighs and pelvic floor together. The second movement is the seated pelvic tilt, and it works an entirely different, deeper layer of muscle: the pelvic floor group responsible for control and staying power during intimate moments. Sit on the edge of a firm chair or cross-legged on the floor, keeping your back straight and your feet planted flat if seated in a chair. Rest your hands lightly on your knees or thighs. Slowly draw your lower belly inward and upward, engaging your pelvic floor as though you're gently pausing the flow of urine midstream. Then tilt your pelvis slightly forward as you hold that inward contraction. Hold for 4 full seconds, breathing steadily rather than holding your breath. Then release slowly over 3 seconds until you're back to a neutral seated position. This exercise is intentionally subtle. From the outside, almost nothing should appear to move, while underneath, the deep pelvic floor muscles are doing genuine, focused work. Perform 4 sets of 10 repetitions and feel free to split them throughout your day if that's easier. 2 sets in the morning and 2 in the evening tend to work well. The most common mistake with this one is unconsciously clenching your glutes, thighs, or even your jaw instead of isolating the pelvic floor specifically, which dilutes the effectiveness of the entire set. If you're ever unsure whether you're engaging the correct muscles, try practicing the sensation once while urinating to identify exactly which muscles pause the stream, and then repeat that same contraction drive for your actual sets. The third movement, and the one most men have genuinely never been taught, is the standing hip circle with a controlled pause. Stand tall with your feet roughly shoulder-width apart, knees slightly soft rather than locked, hands resting on your hips for balance and control. Begin slowly circling your hips in one wide, deliberate motion, moving forward, out to the side, back, and around, as though you're tracing the largest possible circle with your pelvis. taking a full 6 seconds to complete just one rotation. At the point where your hips are furthest forward in the circle, pause briefly for 1 full second before continuing the rotation, since this pause is what activates the hip flexors most directly. Complete 8 full rotations moving clockwise, then switch and complete 8 rotations moving counterclockwise. This movement improves hip mobility and lower body circulation in a way the first 2 exercises simply don't reach, and it directly supports stamina during intimate moments by keeping the hip flexors loose, mobile, and responsive rather than tight and restricted. The mistake almost everyone makes here is rushing the circle into a small, fast motion instead of a slow, wide, deliberate one. Speed genuinely defeats the purpose of this exercise since it's the sustained, controlled range of motion that improves circulation, not how many rotations you can squeeze in quickly. For your full daily protocol, complete all 3 exercises back-to-back in this order: bridge hold, seated pelvic tilt, standing hip circle, 5 days a week, with 2 rest days built in for recovery. The entire sequence takes under 10 minutes from start to finish. Breathe steadily and deliberately throughout every movement, exhaling on the effort phase and inhaling on the release, since consistent oxygen flow plays a real, measurable role in how effective these movements are for circulation. Warm up first with 30 seconds of gentle marching in place or light hip circles before you begin, especially before the bridge hold, since cold, tight hip flexors make that first movement noticeably harder on your lower back and reduce how effectively you can engage your glutes. As you stay consistent with all 3 movements over 2 to 3 weeks, many men notice steadier energy throughout the day, more comfort and confidence with their partner, and less of that stamina dip that tends to creep in gradually with age. This isn't about chasing a dramatic overnight transformation. It's about giving your body a consistent, gentle, repeated signal day after day that supports systems that are already quietly working in the background. Consistency will always outperform intensity here, so 3 focused rounds a week, done with proper form and full recovery between sessions, will take you noticeably further than pushing through sloppy, rushed reps every single day without rest. Drop a comment below telling me your location and your age like we talked about earlier, and let me know which of these 3 exercises felt the most challenging for you. That tells me exactly what to cover in the next video. Like this video and subscribe if it helped, because there's a lot more honest, practical content like this coming your way soon.